If I want to kind of conjure him up in my mind, then I just sort of remember how he laughed. And how a smile would break across his face.
Fuck.
If the police had acted earlier, they could have potentially prevented further rape and murder. I met Gabriel online. He had a profile on a kind of gay social networking stroke dating site. And on this profile, it stated that he was looking for a room to rent. And because I had this spare room, I agreed to meet him. He was Slovakian. He was very smart, but very sweet-natured. It was really nice having him stay. I remember being quite sort of surprised by it. It all seemed quite sudden, and he was going to move out maybe like the next day. I didn't kind of pry into what he was doing and who he was going to meet. I know he went and met one guy via, you know, a dating app. I regret not having asked more questions about where he was going. Who he was going to stay with. So less than a week after he'd left, I was working from home, and 4 police turn up at my door. And they tell me that he's been found dead in a cemetery. And after that, it's a bit of a blur. I can remember my thoughts were, is it suicide? Has he died of exposure? But it was August. So you're not just dealing with the fact that your friend has died. It's the horrific circumstances and this mystery. And I guess that was why I felt compelled, even at that early stage, to understand and know what happened. I typed in unexplained deaths barking. And this link came up, which is about 2.5 to 3 months before Gabriel was found. Man dies in unexplained circumstances in Barking. Police are appealing for information after a man died in unexplained circumstances on Cook Street. So then what I did was I typed Cook Street into Google Maps. So there's Cook Street and there is St Margaret's Churchyard. It's like a stone's throw, a couple of blocks away. That feeling in the pit of the stomach that there's something wrong here, that's too close. They're too similar. Young men found dead in the same circumstances, that close, mere streets away. It made me suspicious. It seemed suspicious. I can remember checking Gabriel's Facebook page because I figured if other people knew he was dead, if his family knew he was dead or his friends, that there would be some sign of it on his page, people posting things. And there wasn't. It concerned me that it was taking the police that long to contact them. On Facebook, Thierry tells me that they've found another young man dead in the same cemetery as Gabriel. It may have been mild paranoia, but at the time I was thinking, you've got now 3 young men turning up dead in the same area in Barking. There's something very wrong going on here. And because I knew Gabriel, I started to worry that I might be in danger. And so I called the detective from Barking and Dagenham. And I said, if this is murder, you have to tell me, because I'm concerned for my own safety. I suppose my thoughts ran to, are these young men being murdered? And I was assured that it wasn't murder. Thierry is talking to someone online who claims to have known Gabriel whilst he was in London. And this person is saying that Gabriel and Daniel, the 3rd death, that they were together at a party in Barking, essentially a drug-fueled orgy. So he says, young guys, loads of drugs provided by older guys. They take advantage of the young ones when they are passed out. One collapsed and when he woke up, one was fucking him. They say these parties last 3 days non-stop. They gave them shots with dope inside and coke. So I'm thinking, older guys drugging younger guys, raping them but with fatal consequences. Is that how these deaths are happening? I suppose I felt maybe I had a moral responsibility here to try and draw attention to it and to make sure that it was being investigated properly. Obviously, the first port of call is to go to the detectives at Barking and Dagenham because I had questions, because I felt like I might have relevant information. And immediately I ran into that brick wall. You're not next of kin. There's nothing we can tell you. But the point is, I was trying to engage with them because I felt that maybe I had information about Gabriel's final movements. And they said that they would speak with their superior officer and get back to me, and they never did.